Hello everybody, I'm Gary Massa with Massa & Associates and welcome to the December edition of How's the Market? That's right, I did say December, although 2020 has felt like it's taken forever. I can't believe that the end of the year is finally here. So the Homedex Report just came out today. Again, these are numbers analyzing the sales and the production of North County, San Diego real estate. And again, there's been some shifts in the month of, from the month of October to the month of November. Definitely a slowdown that we can see in the market, but overall, the market is still very, very hot. Let's go into that now, and when we're done, we will talk about the best and the least performing zip codes of San Diego County. So in summation, basically the last 3 months, the median sales price has actually gone up about 2% from September to October to November, which is all very good considering we're going in, or we've been into the fourth quarter. Going into the fourth quarter, normally we start to see a pullback in that amount of, in the median price points. But what we've really been seeing a pullback in is the number of closed sales in inventory. So let's go through all of that now. So new listings, again, a big challenge. Typically in the fourth quarter, around the holidays, Thanksgiving, November, December time, people tend to take their homes off the market and either relist in January or list altogether in January as opposed to going on the market in those months, which again, at this point with very minimal inventory, might be a great idea to get the home on the market sooner than later until the rest of those all come out. But that all being said, we had about a half of the number of actual listings, detached listings, come to the market in the month of November. In October, for instance, there was just under 1,300 listings that came on the market. In November, we had 685. Now that's almost 50% of what 50% less of what we saw in October in terms of new inventory coming to market, but we're still down 24% year over year in the month of November. So pending sales also at 872 for the month of November. That's positive. There's a little bit more pending sales than what we saw last year at the same time through the month of November, but that's also down quite a bit significantly from the month of October, where October we had 1,284 pending sales. November we had 872. So you're seeing the shift of a slowdown in the actual production. Closed sales for November we had 988, which is up 14, almost 15% over the same time frame last year. But again, the closed sales in October was 1,351, so a significant decrease in the number, almost 400 units less in terms of closed sales. Days on market is actually faster. We're at 20 days on the market for the month of November, which is down over 50% from the same time frame last year. Again, my thoughts are much less inventory on the market, and those homes are going faster when the good ones come out. People are just chomping at the bit and waiting, or buyers are waiting anyways. Median sales price, again, as I said, it's ticked up about 2% over the last 3 months. Right now, for detached homes in north part of San Diego County, we're at $789,000, which is up 12.7% since the same month last year. And overall, this year to date, that's up 8.8%, which is pretty solid growth throughout the year. Now, the average home sales price is $1,030,000. That's slightly down from October, but again, up 14% from where it was November of last year. Year over year, we're up over 11%. I'm sorry, not year over year. Year to date, we're up over 11% in terms of average sales price. So very strong growth in the pricing segments of our market in North County. Original price received 99.7%. The one thing I wanted to mention is that is the highest amount over the last 12 months in terms of what the list price was to what the sold price was. It's almost 100%. We're going to get into that a little bit when we go into the best and least performing zip codes throughout San Diego County. But again, that's almost 100%, meaning sellers are putting their home on the market for X and they're pretty much getting what they're asking for on average, just 0.03% less. Okay, going into the, sorry, I lost my train of thought. We're gonna go down to the inventory of homes for sale. The inventory levels, we had 1,135 homes for sale or on the market during the month of November, which is down over 56% from where it was this time last year. And again, over the course of the last 12 months, we've had over 2,000 units for sale, which again is very, very low inventory. But over the last 3 months, it's been ticking down underneath that 2,000 number. And this 1,135 is the least by far all year. It's almost 50% in some cases less than some of the inventory levels in the summer months. In September, it was over 1,800. In October, it was just over 1,500, and now we're at just over 1,100 units. So you can see a huge contraction in terms of inventory levels. Now, the month supply of inventory, we're at 1.1 months of inventory supply rather. And again, that is the lowest all year that we've seen here in North County for detached homes. Okay, we've talked about all those different things. Let's get into the best and the least performing zip codes of the county here. Now, segmenting the different quadrants of San Diego County, the highest performer was South County, San Diego, which pretty much encompasses the area of Chula Vista, Otay Mesa, National City. And the top performing zip code, they had 12.5% growth in terms of median price point from November of last year to November of this year. That's the top price. Let me go back. Pardon me. East County, San Diego was the top performer with 13.7% growth in terms of median price point from last year to this year. Their median price point is $574,000. They had 100.3% of original list price received, meaning on average, they're getting above ask offers that are closing on all the properties. Out of 436 properties, the average is going 100% or more in terms of the pricing that they're receiving. That's very, very, very strong. And also their number of closed sales in that segment of East County is down 8% in terms of closed sales. So less sales, higher price points, and they're getting more money than what they're actually asking for. Number 2 was South County, San Diego at 12.5%. Median price point growth year over year. Their median price point is $589,000. Again, higher than the last segment, but still at the same time, not as much growth as what as East County experienced. They're also getting 101.2% of the list price. They're getting even more money than what they're asking for in terms of listing the properties. Their average days on market are 14 days on market. So super fast closing times, 2 weeks on the market on average, more than list price is what they're getting on average. Out of 205 sales, that's a pretty hot market for the Chula Vista, South San Diego area. Number 3 was North County, San Diego. Their median price point is $720,000. They're at 11.6% median price point growth from this same time last year, November, to 2020, November. And we had 1,274 closed sales in November, which is up 10% from last year. And coming in at number 4 is the Metro San Diego area with only 7% growth of median price point year over year, which again is phenomenal, right? So double-digit growth through all the other 3 segments, 7% is not bad at all. Now, the interesting thing that I wanted to share is that the top 2 performing areas, South San Diego and East County San Diego, both have posting negatives in terms of the number of closed sales. East County San Diego is down 8% year over year in terms of the number of closed sales, and South County San Diego is down 24.6% in number of closed sales. So the highest performing median price point gains both have the lowest performing in terms of closed sales. So I think there might be some sort of correlation there as well. Okay, so moving on into the top performing, let's go into the top performing zip codes of East County, San Diego, our number 1 performing quadrant. The top performing, believe it or not, is Borrego Springs. Their median sales price is $287,000. But they've gone up 91.7% in terms of median price point growth from last year November to this year November. Again, they only have 12 sales, which is down 7% from the year before, but still it's over 10. I always kind of look at the number of 10 sales to qualify it for these best and least performing, but 91%, that's almost double the median price point in a year's time. So the least performing zip code is the 91978 area of Spring Valley. They are down 24% with a median price point of $405,450. And their closed sales are down 27% as well. So the next one is South San Diego County. That was coming in at number 2. We're just going to go over Chula Vista. The 91915 zip code was the top performer. Median price point is $645,000, and that's up 25% from the same time last year. And their closed sales actually at 29 are down 42% from the same time last year. Coming all the way up to North County, San Diego, the number 1 performing zip code is Encinitas, 92024. The median price point was $1,430,000, and that's up 53.8% in terms of median price point since last year. So they've come up 50% in terms of price, and the number of closed sales was 60 closed sales in the zip code, and that's up 7% from the same time last year. The least performing zip code is the 92011 zip code of Carlsbad. Their median price point is $1,042,500. That's down 6.8% since the same time last year, same time November of 2019. And then their closed sales are coming in at 43, but that's over 26% improvement since the same time last year in the month of November. Last but not least, the San Diego metro area. The number 1 top performing zip code is Golden Hill, the 92102 area of the city there, and their median price point is $595, and that's 41.7% increase in median price point since November of 2019 till now. Their percentage of original price received is over 101%, and days on market is 17, so that's really quick, under 3 weeks. And their closed sales is coming in at 28, but that's also a 47% increase in number of closed sales. The least performing zip code is the 92122 of University City with $575,000 as their median price point, but that's down 32% since the same time last year in November 2019. Their percentage of original price received, just to give you an example, comparative to the Golden Hill area, is just over 98%. So they're on average getting less than what they're asking for. 28 days is the average market time. And with 24 sales, that's down almost 30% in terms of closed sales since the same time last year. So that's it. I know that was kind of a mouthful, but the market is still doing incredibly well. I feel like a lot of people, it's slowed down because I feel like a lot of people kind of approached the Thanksgiving holiday and thought, man, what a year. I'm almost there. Pretty much going to tap out and just clear my head for the rest of the year. Let's get going in January. We've already signed quite a few listing contracts to start at the beginning of the year and put on a couple new listings as well. But I have a feeling that the beginning part of this next coming year is going to be very exciting, very busy. So we'll definitely see a lot more of that. But again, you do notice, and I want to say it's more of a seasonal shift in terms of the slowdown in the market that we've seen from October to November, as opposed to a fundamental shift in demand, right? Because we are still seeing prices are going up, demand is still really heavy, and it's just really coming down to those inventory levels, and those things are really slowing down, cutting it half. So obviously our sales and the numbers are going to be down as well. So anyhow, I hope you all got something out of today. If there's any other questions that you have specifically about your situation, please don't hesitate to give me a call. I know it's a very challenging time to be a buyer out there in the market, but again, it could be a very exciting time for a buyer as well. We are still representing clients right now, even in East County, where people are getting 102% or 101% above list price. We just got $100,000 off of the list price, so pretty exciting there as well. So there's still some deals to be had. A lot of people want to make sure that they close out before the end of the year. So if you're a buyer, don't hesitate. Get out there now, see what's available. And if you're looking to sell your home in the next 3 to 6 months, please give me a call. Let's strategize what the best time for you to do that is. Again, enjoy your December and your holidays, and I will see you next month.